Happy Tuesday, members of the Altcoin Buzz Army. Another day, another green market. We're happy to see all-time highs for Ethereum, which we're going to be talking about today. A lot of people are excited about everything that Ethereum has in store. ETH 2.0 isn't all that far. We're already coming up on the beginning of May here, and that 2.0 transition has been promised to us by July or so. So a lot of people rightfully getting excited about Ethereum that's one reason, for multiple reasons, actually. We're going to be discussing that today. We'll be discussing what happened with Elon Musk, a little bit of non-controversy there that kind of became this whole story somewhat inexplicably. Polygon is in the news. Chainlink is in the news. We're discussing NFTs for both of those projects. We're discussing RAZE Network and Harmony, which saw an absolute massive pump yesterday. Harmony up something like 30 or 35% on the upswing here of this market that we're looking at. Bondly is in the news. Cartesi, CTSI, Badger DAO, and Secret Network, as well as blind boxes. Guys, if you like this kind of content, Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrency, and altcoin coverage, of course, then be sure to like and subscribe to Altcoin Buzz. Okay, we begin the video today with what is unapologetically, aside from THETA, my favorite altcoin. No, just kidding. The only reason I don't really consider Ethereum an altcoin is that, I don't know, there's some kind of separate status that I think Ethereum should have, because when you go down the list, so anything like Binance Coin and below, I kind of consider those altcoins. I consider Ethereum, I don't know, call it a programmable Bitcoin, but it's not quite an alternative coin to me. Either way, I joke about it. Yes, Ethereum not only is my largest bag, so I actually hold, in terms of dollar value, more Ethereum than I do Bitcoin. But that's the case for, like when I make the comparison, I hold more Ethereum than any other altcoin as you go down the list. Maybe after Ethereum, THETA is my favorite, but Ethereum really is at the top of the list for me, for a lot of good reasons. My contention is that we're only just getting started when it comes to Ethereum's potential. The fees, rather, are still super high, and I see a lot of that discussion in the comments. Well, yes, new all-time high for Ethereum, we're happy, but what about congestion? What about network fees? I'll go back to it. I'm not a programmer and I'm not a coder, but I think there's an argument to be made that if you have, actually, Kenny Lee in our recent interview just made this point. There's an argument to be made that if you have a very congested network that is, in a way, commanding high fees in a free market kind of dynamic, that's a sign of a healthy and a robust and a secure Ethereum network. You may not be happy to be paying those fees, but look, you can opt out of it. The thing is that plenty of people are paying those fees, right? That's, in a sense, free market dynamics at work. But even if you're not a fan, even if you don't support that side of the argument, then Ethereum 2.0 is right around the corner. This whole fee issue is going to be resolved relatively soon. And then once that happens, arguably the floodgates are really going to open up. A moment ago, I was referring to Kenny Lee. He is the COO of the project that we covered in this morning's video that we just put out, Manta Network, which is an exciting new project that's Polkadot based, that is solving for some of these issues that we're discussing here. So security, privacy, anonymity. If you haven't yet checked that out, you can click on the card that's appearing above. I'll also link to that in the description below. But let's switch our focus back here to Ethereum, currently trading at $2,648. That's over 6% on the day. And we did hit a new all-time high today, officially here as per CoinGecko data from about an hour ago, $2,664. And I wouldn't be surprised, fingers crossed, hopefully nothing's for certain, but maybe by the time you're watching this video, we've hit another all-time high. So, another day, another all-time high for Ethereum. ETH holders are rejoicing and celebrating. This is happening, in my opinion, in spite of that congestion factor and those fees, these variables that are really working against Ethereum. Even with that in mind, we're still hitting new all-time highs. Can you imagine, once some of the technical hurdles are cleared, just how high we're going to go? So I asked you guys recently, you should be always checking out the community page of the Altcoin Buzz YouTube channel. A little bit of a GIF here, a little bit of a joke when it comes to Ethereum's all-time high. I think this has been repurposed for like every stock you can imagine, right? The thought bubble, whatever Homer's thinking about is the hot item of the day. But I asked you guys, what is more valuable to you kind of in, I guess, these modern times of cryptocurrency that we find ourselves in? So actually, this isn't quite phrased that way. I ask you not what's more important to you, but what do you have? What do you own personally? So 1 Bitcoin, 32 ETH, Do you own both 1 Bitcoin as well as 32 ETH, or none of the above? I used to think that, I think I used to be a little bit more bullish when it comes to Bitcoin. I still am, extremely bullish on Bitcoin. But I think right now, if I had to choose, if I were offered, somebody offering me 32 Ethereum versus 1 Bitcoin, I think I would opt for the 32 Ethereum. I think that has more potential upside, not only in this bull cycle and in this altcoin cycle, but longer term as well. Again, a programmable version of Bitcoin that is instituting a decentralized supercomputer across the world, upon which all of DeFi is being constructed, is being built, that's getting better and better, faster and faster, cheaper and cheaper. And I'll harken back to that big news that we were discussing earlier in the year, the OCC, the Office of the Comptroller of Currency, basically giving us a green light, Ethereum developers, that is, not us, I can't speak for Ethereum developers, but allowing for stable coins, right, that are built on the Ethereum network to now be the settlement layer between banks, interbank transfers, that is, across the United States at least, and then presumably more globally. So a lot of big things happening for Ethereum. For all of these reasons, I'd kind of opt more for 32 ETH. That's not the question being asked here. Really, the question being asked is, what do you have? I've been in the space for a few years now. It's my 5th year in cryptocurrency. I'm proud to be able to say I own both 1 Bitcoin and 32 Ethereum. So guys, answer this poll. Stay tuned, of course, to see what we're doing on the community page, because it's always a dynamic space. It's always moving, and stay on the lookout for more such questions that you can answer. But make sure you get to this one first. I'd be curious to know, what are you more interested in, 1 Bitcoin or 32 Ethereum? Now, at least for the time being, we are still living in a world, in a reality of high Ethereum fees and pretty extreme network congestion. So this update here from Trodl, at Trodl.com is the Twitter handle. Tired of high Ethereum fees? A new Tezos bridge lets DeFi devotees wrap their ETH on Tezos, which will let users avoid high fees. I mean, admittedly, I'm not denying it. It's still a massive problem for the time being. Is this the solution until ETH 2.0 comes fully online? Possibly. Hashtag blockchain, hashtag cryptocurrency, hashtag crypto news. I do encourage you guys to check out Trodl. You can follow them on Twitter. You can also check out our 100 times moonshots video. These were one of our, Trodl that is, was one of our 20 picks for kind of under the radar, extreme high potential altcoins that we currently have our eye on. Elon Musk is in the news, as is Dave Portnoy. You probably have seen this exchange. It's getting a lot of coverage today. I think it's kind of a non-event, but I'll give Elon a little bit of kudos here based on the interaction. So Dave Portnoy of Barstool Sports. So am I understanding this correctly? Elon Musk buys Bitcoin, then he pumps it, it goes up, then he dumps it and makes a fortune. Listen, I own 1 Bitcoin. But Bitcoin is exactly who we thought it was. Just don't be last one hodling the bag. Dave Portnoy here strikes me as a spurned lover, like just a jealous, I don't know, like Hellraiser. I'll get into that in a second. Elon Musk replying, no, you don't understand correctly. I have not sold any of my Bitcoin. So for clarification, this is what happened. Tesla sold 10% of its holdings, essentially to prove liquidity of Bitcoin as an alternative to holding cash on balance sheet. So Tesla divested 10% of their holdings. Elon Musk, to the degree that he has his own stash of personal Bitcoin, I guess he has a bit, he's not sold any personally. Dave Portnoy, don't forget, was talking up a big game when it came to Bitcoin, was visited in person for like a kind of an interview, I don't know what you want to call it, but a video segment. He was visited by the Winklevoss twins, so Tyler and Cameron, who kind of in a friendly way educated him about Bitcoin. They executed a Bitcoin purchase together. He was on board. He held a certain amount of Bitcoin. I don't know how much, but a pretty considerable amount. And then he essentially panic sold now months ago. And to me, just, he just sounds like he's jealous and he's craving attention here. And he's feeling, I don't know, all riled up about the situation, calling out Elon Musk here in a way that I to what benefit, I don't know. But Dave Portnoy, I can kind of respect him for everything else that he's about. Pretty good libertarian-minded guy. Barstool Sports, I think, is pretty cool. But I can't get behind, like, when it comes to his talk about Bitcoin and stuff, like, he's gotten it wrong many, many times and repeatedly. It's just not a good look, Dave. To me, I would change the subject. Either get back into Bitcoin or drop it altogether. But what's the point of calling out guys like Elon Musk? Like, he's just getting schooled here, and it's a bad look. can read more about it here if you so choose on Cointelegraph.com. I have not sold any of my Bitcoin. That's a quote attributed to Elon Musk. It's amazing how journalism right now, it becomes an analysis of Twitter, right? There's some brief Twitter exchange, a couple hundred characters, and that's what all the journalism is now, just writing about that kind of stuff. Anyways, I digress. mStable here. Now we're getting into some Polygon news. Polygon, a major, I think the #1 gainer in yesterday's pump that we saw on Monday. mStable here has launched on Polygon. So mStable offers 0x Polygon users another source of USD and Bitcoin liquidity, a DeFi native savings account, and 2 risk-minimized meta stablecoins. Get started on app.mstable.org, and you can learn more with the guide that we'll look at in just a second here. But I want to highlight MATIC is the ticker. Polygon's extreme pump here, up over 10% on the day, now sitting above 60 cents. And the great thing about Polygon, again, ticker MATIC, is that it's in new all-time high territory. Officially, that was set an hour ago, according to CoinGecko, at 61.8 cents. Taking a look here at this run-up over the last 7 days, I think yesterday it was up a good 45%. So an extremely bullish uptrend here, an upswing that we're seeing for the price of MATIC. Again, MATIC is the ticker. Polygon is the name of the project. We're at 60 cents now. Right now, I think altcoins are kind of regaining some of their confidence. The title of yesterday's video was that altcoins are soaring, and somebody corrected me and said, no, altcoins are just rebounding. They're just rebounding from the dip that we saw, where we haven't even seen soaring just yet. I suspect that once altcoins regain their full confidence, things really start to move again to new all-time highs. I think Polygon, it's destined to be at $1. MATIC, that is, within the next few weeks. I wouldn't be surprised, maybe even sooner. So check out the news, guys, if you're interested. The write-up is available here on medium.com. Again, mStable is now live on Polygon. Kudos to all parties involved. Very good news. One of our other favorites here, Chainlink, is in the news at Chainlink on Twitter. Blockchain gaming ecosystem. Chain Guardians integrates Chainlink VRF. That's the variable random function on mainnet. Now players can randomly generate one of 16 unique color NFTs for their Chainlink Guardians, augmenting player experience by enabling verifiably random character appearances. Sorry, it's not variable random function. It's verifiable random function, I believe. Anyway, it's another acronym. I haven't quite memorized that one apparently, so correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong. But Chainlink, another project which is appreciating very nicely here over these last few days. Chainlink dipped way too low. Like when Chainlink dipped below $30, that to me was just panic selling. It was irrational. That's where I picked up a little bit myself. So I think Chainlink is also bound to be up above $40 soon, and then in new all-time high territories before long. As you can see here, all-time high was set just under 2 weeks ago, $44.15. We'll be back there before too long. On the subject of NFTs, which we've kind of been talking about, there's some more NFT stories in today's video. We have this piece courtesy of ibtimes.com, International Business Times, 6 projects worth keeping an eye on this summer. So we were talking about blockchain gaming a moment ago. And that's where the real value of NFTs, in my opinion, lies, with the work that, in the case of Chainlink, that they're doing, in the case of work that Enjin is doing. Stay tuned. There's some big ENJ news coming up in the near future. But in the meantime, here, courtesy of IB Times, are 6 other projects that are perhaps worth your attention. So we have KIWIE, Terra Virtua. We're big fans of Terra Virtua. Check out our interview if you've not already. Crypto.com is increasingly getting into the NFT space. As a reminder, guys, if you want to get in to the Visa rewards game, you can do so using our link in the description below. Use the code AB. $25 loaded onto your Crypto.com Visa card for free. You get $25. We get $25. You avail yourself of all the other great benefits as well, including cash back in the form of CRO. They're getting into NFTs. SuperFarm is another one. We've covered SuperFarm lately. And Ethernity chain. So check out, as well as Uniqly, which is misspelled here, I believe. Uniqly should be with a Q. Anyways, check out the list here of these 6 NFT projects that are worth keeping your eyes on this summer. THETA perhaps should also be getting into that discussion, because THETA partnering with World Poker Tour for unique, and not only unique, but real-time poker collectibles in the form of NFTs, non-fungible tokens. But anyways, check that out, guys. If this is your jam, I'll link to this in the description below. BakerySwap here, speaking of NFTs, our brand new curated NFT gallery, Gallery rather, is finally here. Binance Smart Chain, BSC, will now be also the home of talent. The opening comes with a special 3D event from top artists at 1400 UTC. Read the reason why on medium.com. Kudos to BakerySwap. Everybody's getting into the NFT craze here. RAZE Network. We are very glad to announce that RAZE Network officially partners with Harmony Protocol, a project that helps businesses build marketplaces of fungible tokens and non-fungible assets such as game collectibles and real estate. That news is available here. RAZE Network and Harmony partnership announcement. You know, I did mention Polygon, ticker MATIC, was, I think, the #1 gainer across all major exchanges yesterday in cryptocurrency, followed in close second by Harmony. So ticker ONE, Harmony surged yesterday. Now down a little bit off of that pump that we saw, but Harmony sitting at 14 cents, an all-time high of just under 22 cents, actually just over 22 cents here according to CoinGecko.com. That was set nearly a month ago, 29 days ago. So Harmony, not financial advice, but Harmony One could be set for a nice little upward price tick in the next few days, the next few weeks. I think yesterday was up something like 35%. So great performance out of One, as you can see here over the course of these last 7 days. It was kind of, I don't know, consolidating, going sideways, took a dip down into the sub 10-cent range, unfortunately, but has rallied a good like 40-50%. So if you were part of that momentum, if you capitalized on that, congratulations. That was a big mover yesterday. Bondly Finance here is in the news. On Thursday, you have a couple of days here, there will be 1,000 The Force Trade collectible NFT cards available to purchase on our Binance Smart Chain Launchpad. Each card comes with 1,500 FOC airdropped over 30 days with early sale access for wallets with over 10,000 Bondly. More details on that available on medium.com. Bondly's latest Launchpad partnership with the Force.trade. Cartesi now is in the news. We covered CTSI yesterday. They're now also integrated with Binance in the form of Binance Pay. Big news. Cartesi's CTSI has been added as a payment method to Binance Pay. Millions of Binance users and participating merchants are now able to make and receive payments in CTSI. Full details available here on medium.com. CTSI is now integrated with Binance Pay, which is a big step forward for Cartesi. You guys seem to love Cartesi, as do we, by the way, but it's an ecosystem that is growing in leaps and bounds, and I think one which has a very bright future. Badger DAO here at Badger DAO in the news from, just about yesterday, 22 hours ago, announcing the launch of the Badger Bitcoin Bridge powered by Ren Protocol. Earn interest on native Bitcoin in one click, $6 million in reward incentives, and WBTC.cafe becomes Badger Bridge. Bridge here is available on app.badger.finance/bridge. More info is available. Awesome. AscendEX is in the news. At AscendEX_global is the Twitter handle. AscendEX or AscendX is pleased to launch Unmarshal pre-staking program. Users will get exclusive access prior to on-chain staking. Token is Marsh, which we covered as well, guys, in our 100 times moonshots video. We had our eyes on Unmarshal now. We've had our eyes on them for a little while because they have a very promising next few months, in our opinion. Estimated APR 50%. Minimum delegation amount is 2 Marsh. Compound mode is supported. Stake to earn. More information is available there on the link. And our penultimate story here comes out of Secret Network. New SCRT is now available on Binance Smart Chain, allowing users to utilize SCRT as a BEP20 within the BSC, Binance Smart Chain DeFi ecosystem. Now learn more about the next steps, including the secret BSC bridge, bringing programmable privacy to BSC assets. More on that is available here. SCRT is now available on Binance Smart Chain. Binance Smart Chain just taking over the world, along with the Binance Exchange, of course. It's great to see. And finally for today, guys, Blind Boxes is in the news at blindboxes_io. Blind Boxes cooperates with 1inch to launch liquidity mining. So a great Blind Boxes 1inch partnership here. Hashtag Blind Boxes to launch ETH BLES on 1inch Network. BLES holders will be able to deploy their token across DEXs and earn yield. More info available here on medium.com/blindboxes. They're cooperating with 1inch Network to launch liquidity mining program. Well, it's just like any other Tuesday, guys. There's so much happening in the news, almost impossible to keep up. Therefore, I recommend you keep following us on all the regular social media channels. Keep checking back into our website. It is altcoinbuzz.io. You're going to find more and more of these price prediction articles here. The latest is on waves, of course, in response to popular demand. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, well, then be sure to like and subscribe to Altcoin Buzz. As you know, we never offer financial advice, not in our videos, not on our website. But if you do choose to invest, I genuinely wish you all the very best of luck. Let us know in the comments below what you're most excited about. Right now, for me, it's Ethereum, but if there's another project that you'd like us to cover or that you have your eye on, hey, kick off a discussion in the comments below. Look, guys, have a terrific Tuesday. Have a great midweek. We'll see you tomorrow on Hump Day. As always, stay safe, and we do hope to see you again soon in that next video. Take care.